fully autonomous operation, A/B point operations, and manual operations, flexibly meeting various operational needs. Among these, manual operation provides better adaptability and flexibility for complex and small plots. The A/B point operation mode does not require prior plot planning and can be quickly initiated, reducing the workload for pilots and is suitable for regular plots. The fully autonomous operation mode is the most intelligent and is broadly applied to large, open fields. Detailed field planning is required before operations, and the field and parameter templates can be reused after first operation. After setting the operational parameters, the drone can begin spraying tasks. The Spider IH200 agricultural drone supports 3 marking methods: remote controller marking, drone marking, and map selection marking. The first method, remote controller marking, is suitable for the most cases, especially complex and obstructed plots. The second method, drone marking, is applicable to plots with fewer obstacles and regular shapes. The third method, map selection marking, is suitable for large, flat, obstacle-free areas, requires less work, but is less precise, generally not recommended. Demonstrating the first method, remote controller manual marking. This marking method is the most precise and is the recommended method. It requires the use of both the remote controller and a handheld mapping device. First, turn off the drone, pair the remote controller with the handheld mapping device by pressing the power button briefly on the mapping device and turning on the remote controller. Then select Single Mapping, Ordinary Handheld, and connect to the model number on the back of the Bluetooth mapping box. A Connection Successful pop-up indicates successful pairing.
Receive data from mapping device successfully.
After connecting, click the location icon on the right side of the app. Select the third option, Create Field with Rover, and name the plot. Next, the operator holding the remote controller and the mapping device walks around the plot boundary, pausing for 2 to 3 seconds at each boundary corner to receive satellite signals. Then selects Boundary Point on the remote controller to add manual markings. After marking all boundary points, a closed plot information will be completed, showing the length of each boundary line and the selected plot area displayed in the upper left of the screen. Note, while walking in the field, accurately mark the positions of obstacles and power poles to avoid these areas during autonomous operation planning. The marking method for obstacles is similar to that of boundary points. The operator should circle around the obstacle, marking 4 points with sufficient safety distance. Click Save to complete the marking. Demonstrating the second method, drone marking. This method is suitable for plots with fewer obstacles and is recommended for those with some flying experience. It's not advisable to mark very large plots. For larger plots, consider dividing the plot into sections for planning. First, connect the remote to the drone. After connecting, click the location icon, select the second option, Create Field with Drone, and name the plot. Then, manually take off the drone, fly around the plot boundary, pausing for 2 to 3 seconds at each boundary corner to receive satellite signals, and select Boundary Point on the remote controller to add boundary points. Similarly, after completing the plot marking, the boundary line will display the length of each edge. Demonstrating the third method, map selection marking. This method is simple and convenient but less accurate and should be used cautiously. Click the location icon, select the first option, Create Field with Google Maps, and name the plot. Next, use 2 fingers to zoom and move the map on the remote controller screen to locate the required plot. Click the positions where marking is needed, select Boundary Point, and add boundary points. Complete the map marking by selecting all boundary points. After marking is completed, you can refine the plot data and configure the spraying parameters accordingly. Adjust the spray width. Adjust the drone's flying speed. Adjust the heading angle. Adjust the takeoff point location. Choose obstacle avoidance mode, recommended to bypass obstacles. Internal shrink of boundary points within the operation area. External expansion of obstacles. Flight path segmentation can be supported for plots that require only partial work.